that, and you disrespect me like that. I was going to the pool. You're telling me, oh, nobody's going to touch you. And you're upstairs, Nelly's rubbing leg against you.
Okay, guys, Big Brother Naija party and after party drama are like 5 and 6. So, after the party last night, while some of the housemates went ahead to start painting the board for their wager. Yeah, they are just starting it this morning, basically. You know how Big Brother started the party quite late, and yeah, after the party, after a few drinks, these guys, that's when they decided to start painting that stuff. Anyways, there was some drama happening in the house. Now, in the party, or at the party rather, we noticed that there was a distance at some point between Nelly and Suge, and also Tofa and Anita. And you know that we've mentioned them as our incoming ships, yes, and we were wondering what exactly went wrong with these two. Well, it looks like there's friction between Suge and Nelly. And as for Tofa, this is why, Anita gave him some distance, even though he later went to her bed to talk things out. So basically what had happened, according to what Wanni had gisted Onyeka, so Tofa came up to Handy, yes, and was basically like dancing up with her. And at some point, his hand was on her neck. You know that things that Big Brother Naija guys do when they're dancing with girls very intimately, and their hand will be on their neck as if they want to choke them and that kind of a thing. And I'm wondering, why would Tofa even do that? Like, you've been confessing love to Anita all this while, and somehow your hand has landed on Handy's neck. Anyways, Anita comes and sees both of them in that position, and of course she was pissed. And Handy was like, Tofa, I don't want to have anything to do with you. Like, this is all like dance and all that. I'm not interested in you, and I'm also not interested in any other guy in this house. So yeah, go chase your woman. That's your girl, because your girl will not be happy with this kind of thing you're doing. So basically that's what had happened and caused like the distance between the both of them. Now, again, I would like to remind you of what I said in one of my videos. I said that most of these guys in that house, when hunters set different traps, waiting for whichever bushmeat or whichever meat it will catch, that's basically what they are doing. We've seen this before with the level up housemates, guys in level 1, always wanting to ship any girl that agrees, not because they actually like the girl like that, but because they shall want to hold body. And that's what I'm seeing with Tofa. Yeah, because first it was Dami, and then at some point it was Toyosi, and then Dami again, and Dami is now out of the house, and now he's setting his antenna on Anita. But whichever one, shout out to their shapers. Moving on, in the shiny ship, I think that's what they are called, Shaun and Wanni, there was a little bit of friction, a lot of friction actually. So basically, Shaun had walked up to Wanni, and Wanni had seen Shaun all up or having conversations with Nelly, and she has seen the way Nelly has been rubbing herself on Shaun, laughing. We all saw that. Anyways, so she was not happy about that. So when Shaun walks up to her, trying to cuddle his babe, hold his babe, that like they always do, and held her hand, Wanni just removed her hand. Now, this happened in the living room, and Shaun was like, what's that? And of course, Shaun now, and the way he talks, his British accent, and he, started talking like that, and Wanni and Handy were not having it because they felt like he was trying to create a scene, and other people were there, and that was where Wanni was like, what, let's go to the gym bathroom and talk, and there was a little bit of, back and forth there. And later, all of them, the triplets, that is Handy, Wanni, and their husband man, Shaun, went into the gym area. That was where they started trashing out their issues. So Handy and Wanni two of them were basically confronting Shaun. And Shaun was like, one person should talk while the other person waits, because I do not understand what is going on here. And that was where Wanni started talking and saying that Shaun is a gaslighter, because every time be telling her, after everything I've done for you, like, what the hell has Shaun done for her? She said this in his presence. She was like, if any of the girls you've been with before have not told you to your face, I will tell you to your face you're a gaslighter. And this is the same thing you do with Victoria. And Shaun was stunned. Honestly, he was. And later on, they went into the bathroom of the gym. She said, you came to me when we got into the house. You know, you were feeling me and I was feeling you too. And then you were like, let's lock it in. Let's lock this in, meaning like, let's be exclusive. And I agreed and we were locking it in. Now, tonight at the party, I wanted to go swim and I told you, and you said, hope no guy is going to be touching you. I do not want any guy to be touching you. And then I obeyed you. I went into the pool. I danced by myself and all that, only for me to come out after the party, seeing, you all over Nelly, Nelly touching you, and also reminding you that Nelly is your guy's woman. And how would you feel if I were with Such the way Nelly was with you, touching him and laughing and doing all those things around him? How would you feel? Wouldn't you feel bad? And now you expect me to take it like that? Like, nah, that's very disrespectful. These are things she told him. And then Shaun was like, this is not a communication. You are talking, you are assuming things that I'm liking Nelly, that I like Nelly and all of that, which is not true, and at the end of the day, after all their back and forth, there was a reconciliation because Wanni had felt like she had said something she shouldn't have said, and she apologized to Shaun, and they were good. Now, here is what I think about this whole situation, right? I'm going to say this with my full chest. Nelly actually has her eyes on Shaun. In fact, let's go back to the very first day. I remember I did a video and I said, might this be the new ship? And I was making reference to Nelly and Shaun because I could see the way she was all over him. If you guys will cast your mind back, go back to that first day clip, you will know what I'm talking about. She was all over Shaun. In fact, a lot of us actually thought that Shaun will go for her. But as it was, Shaun had his eyes on Wanni. And he went to her and they had a conversation and they were gelling, and Shaun decided to lock it in with Wanni and not with Nelly. And if you notice, Nelly doesn't really look like she's attracted to any of the other guys in the house. That's why she's playing them, juggling them from Mayor Fudge, to Suge. Yeah, Suge is kind of like an option to her. Yes, and that's why it looks like she's all over Shaun, even when she knows that Shaun is with Wanni. So Wanni is not mad. When Wanni had said in the diary room that she saw Nelly all over Shaun, she was actually right, because I have actually noticed that. In fact, last night or early this morning after their party, you could see her like, she was touching him. And I'm like, what kind of life is this one? Boundaries. Where's Tonali Badge when I need her? Anyways, so basically, I have noticed that. Now, Wanni and Handi's reaction to all of this. In fact, to be very honest, I actually applaud them because Wanni didn't actually raise her voice on Shaun. But I noticed that most of the things that had happened between both of them was basically like drinks had come in. And when alcohol entered body, people would just be acting somehow. Even though Shaun has claimed that he is sober, it's quite evident that, him raising his voice the way he did when they were in the living room was totally uncalled for. I love the fact that they took the fight outside of there and then they went inside and did not really create a scene. Me, I feel like this is a normal lover's part. Yes, and I love the way they handled it. And for some people that were like, why is Handy always interfering? I like you to know that these are two people that shared a womb. Two people that shared an umbilical cord. Like, Wanni and Handy are two, buy one, get two. It's that's what it is. If you think you're going to date Wanni or Handy and there's not going to be any interference from either of them, that's a lie. It's not going to happen. Both of them need each other to survive, basically. So I don't understand why people are like, why is Handy always in Wanni's business? Wanni is always in Handy's business too. Also, I love the fact that Wanni actually straight up called him out on his BS, because if she had not and just, pretend that she's okay with whatever it is that was happening, it would have just made her to be feeling some type of way, and maybe in the future she'll have a fight with Nelly over this. I love the fact that it was Shaun that she confronted, because actually it's Shaun that owes her that loyalty. On that note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you all for being part of my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post. any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Azine Williams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead.